This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, May 1st, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. So at 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a trough digging into the plains and Rockies. We have a ridge pumping up over the east and even into eastern Canada and all the way up into Greenland, in fact. And this is going to bring a cold front, and this cold front is going to be so slow to move through the state. It'll be just creeping along. Northwest and into central Iowa could see highs today in the 40s and 50s, maybe even before sunrise, while the southeastern counties could be way above average in the 60s and 70s. But later tonight, this is Thursday morning at 1 a.m., you see the 850 millibar temperature here. Some of the precipitation could switch over to a rain-snow mix, especially in the northwestern counties. This is Thursday at 1 p.m. You can see the 850 millibar temperature, the freezing point, right across the state. From there west would be below, east above at the 850 millibar level. By Friday morning, that starts to slowly shift back to the west. So it looks like it's going to be all rain in the eastern counties, maybe a rain-snow mix, or maybe some snow in the west and central. And then by Friday midday, the 850 temperatures are almost entirely above 32 degrees. And so it'll mainly be rain from Friday through Sunday. Heading back to the 500 millibar chart, you can see the upper level feature at this point here on Saturday will be over Arkansas. Other models have had it in Missouri and all over. Here would bring rain showers fairly steady throughout the day, but Sunday it starts to scatter out a little bit as the upper level feature moves into southeastern Missouri, the boot heel into western Tennessee. So the showers will gradually end Sunday, and by Monday, to start off the new work week, it dries out and the temperatures start to warm up. It figures that the weekend is terrible, and the day you go back to work, the sky clears and it becomes a bit better. And Tuesday, that upper level feature is now into the Carolinas. Around here, temperatures back up into the 60s and around 70 or maybe some low 70s by that point. Still will be slightly cooler than average. We have a storm system crisscrossing the U.S.-Canadian border that will be moving into the Great Lakes here a week from today. Still have a northwesterly flow that'll keep the temperatures a touch below average. Another system off into the west, and that'll bring some rain and maybe some high mountain snow there. Around here we'll just have maybe a few showers around, mainly in the east across the Great Lakes into New England, with the upper level low finally moving away. A couple days after that, on May the 12th, now we have a big trough over the east again. We still have the edge of it, the flow coming out of the northwest, a ridge pumping up over the prairies of Canada. And this would bring some fairly cool air into New England. We could see maybe some snow in New England, some showers and thunderstorms in the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley. And around here, it looks to be maybe a few degrees below seasonal levels in the 60s to lower 70s at that point. And at the end of the forecast on May the 16th, we now have a ridge over the south and east and a trough over the west, with a bit of a blocking pattern, as if we want to hear that again, over Canada. And that could bring, unfortunately, cold air back down. And with the warm air of summer approaching and cold air from winter wanting to stay around, there could be a clash of the air masses, and we'll see if this continues on future model runs. The satellite image from last evening, we had a clash of the atmosphere conditions here with a cold front coming through with some showers and thunderstorms, fairly scattered at this point, some storms in the Gulf, and a few clouds further to our west. The watch warning map from last evening, we had some wind advisories in Kansas into New Mexico and eastern Colorado, where there's also some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. Those are likely to be expanded, and the river flood warnings continue over the middle Mississippi River Valley. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall will be quite plentiful, even maybe some snowfall, upwards of 2 to maybe 3.5 inches of rain possible in the area. Now this is the weather predictions probabilities of snowfall. This is through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. This is of 2 inches of snow or more. Looks fairly likely in the northern and northwestern counties of the state. When we bump it up to 4 inches, it just seems unfathomable. We're talking 4 inches of snow. I'm talking about May. good chances still over the northern and western counties of the state, back into Nebraska and even Colorado, of course. And this is 8 inches of snow. Heaven forbid we get this much. Better chances, even though it's about 50-50, from southern Minnesota into northwestern Wisconsin and also in the Colorado Rockies into southeastern Wyoming. Now, when we look at the NAM, this is the 0Z NAM. This is through 7 a.m. Saturday morning. This shows that heavy band that you saw in the Weather Prediction Center through Minnesota and Wisconsin, with maybe a little bit around here. But it's likely going to form in fall as this. This is the sleet potential. Upwards of maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of sleet could fall. And that is more doubt likely than snow at this point, but we'll see in the days ahead.